Right, so hey guys, my name is Ibrahim and I am back with another video, and in today's video we will be covering the use of assistant computer control to control your PC with your home assistant or voice assistant. I don't know what the actual term is. I'm sure it's home assistant or personal assistant, I'm sure. So I don't know, something. Anyways, so essentially what this video is going to cover is how to enable functions such as shutting down your PC, locking your PC, muting your PC, all with your voice using your Google Home or she who should not be named. Siri at the moment of making this video is not supported. There is a way, I guess, if you install the Google Home, Google Assistant app on your phone, iPhone, and then tell Siri to open Google Assistant, but then I mean that's just long. You're better off just getting a Google Home Mini or just an old Android phone. Anyways, yeah, so now there'll be only really two things which are necessary for you to download. So it's a cloud service of your choice. Now the thing with this is, if you're going to install this, I don't have a Mac, so I can't test this on a Mac. However, I'm testing it on Windows. So essentially you get OneDrive built into Windows, so you could just use OneDrive. However, I don't use OneDrive. I've disabled it. I use Google Drive because just I've got an Android, so it makes life easier for me in a sense. So obviously for this video I will be using Google Drive, and I already have that installed. If you look here, Google Drive backup and sync is installed. And you also need to install another piece of software called Assistant Computer Control. The link will be down in the description. Now this is the software which is like the brains of it all. So essentially what happens is, we're using a thing called applets, which is using a service called IFTTT. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of it. If you haven't, it's fine, don't worry, you don't need any prior knowledge. However, if you have, great, you'll have a bit of knowledge on understanding how it works and everything. So essentially IFTTT is like it's like custom command you can create which the voice assistant will follow, if that makes sense. So for this example, if I scroll down here, you can see it's just a free open source software that lets you control your computer using she who should not be named and Google. So obviously, see, as I said, IFTTT. So essentially this application is just reading the files. So what happens is, you tell your assistant a command, that command is then transferred from IFTTT server into a Word document, you can think, into your cloud service, and then from that cloud service that Word document is then downloaded onto your PC, and then the software ACC is constantly looking for that file, and then once it finds there's an update to that file, it will read the file and then read the command, and then it would process the command, and then it would execute the command that has been given through the file. This software only works for Windows, as I said. I don't think there's a Mac version. This is an ad, you don't want to click on this. Anyways, what it can do, so what happens is, you simply say commands such as, hey, you turn up my computer, or etc, etc, etc. Now the ones that I use mostly are the lock, hibernate, and the mute and volume command. So the way that I use this is with Google Assistant, you can set up routines, which I will have an annotation come up hopefully. So basically these routines, I have my nighttime routine set to when I tell my phone good night, it will mute my phone, set an alarm, turn do not disturb on, etc. And then it will also hibernate my PC if I haven't already turned it off, because then when I hibernate it will allow me to continue working from the current state that I'm in. As if I have left it open, it's most likely because I've either have like some work that I still need to complete in the morning, or I had something which I was doing midway through editing or something, or I was midway through some assignments, for example, and therefore it makes this life easier. And also the lock and the mute, so this would cater towards those people who work in corporate businesses, or if they've got kids around the house and then they're working from home, and then they you know, they forget to lock their PC, or they were at work and they forget to lock their PC, you just, you know, pick up your phone or go downstairs to the Google Assistant, or the, you know, she who should not be named, and you just say, hey, you know, lock my PC. Or the way I have it set is, whenever I'm leaving the house or whenever I'm leaving my room, I just say I'm leaving, and then it just sets out a series of commands, sorry. So it locks the PC and it also mutes it, so that then if I do have any music playing, it will stop. And then I also, just to, you know, if anyone walks in, they don't hear just random music playing, I guess. Anyways, enough of my waffling, if you want to call it that. So as you can see, there's quite a lot. You can use the play pause. I also have the play pause set. As soon as it mutes it, it uses the play pause function. And then you can see you can have monitors off, you can have message boxes, create a file, like Dear Diary, I guess. If you wanna, let's say someone's about to go to your room and you gotta hide something you've left on, just be like, yo, minimize my windows or something, or delete files, I guess, if you like some Mission Impossible thing or something. I have no idea, you know. You can go through these and use them to your heart's content, I guess. Anyways, if you want to go and learn how to make your own applets, there are like articles here which will teach you, etc. So I mean, if you guys want the technical guide, I'll leave that link down in the description. I mean, I've gone through it and I honestly don't want to go through it on this, because it's just one of them things you've got to read through it yourself. So you can have multi-computer support. However, if you leave this ticked by default, it will not require you to make any adjustments to the commands, which I recommend just leave it as it is, as you don't want to be fiddling with that, unless of course you have multiple computers you want to control, for example my work computer or my home computer, etc. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the setup wizard again. Of course you will not have to do it again, I'm just doing it for the purpose of this tutorial. So if you just oh, it's not responding, that's great, isn't it? Right, we're back, and as you can see, we are back here and it's working now. It's not doing the whole not responding thing, it actually wants to comply. So you choose that language. This is the screen you'll be greeted with when you first launch the program. I will also recommend that it says start with Windows. I'd leave it on, however I've got it set in Task Manager, that's a different way I've done it. So here you choose your language. Obviously I'm going to be choosing English. Anyways, OneDrive comes built into Windows, so of course if you guys want to use OneDrive, therefore you will have one less thing to be running in the background, I guess. However, of course OneDrive does run in the background itself, so you know, but it's up to you, I guess. I prefer Google Drive just because the way it syncs with my Android device, and I use it for other stuff as well. So now, as you can see, it gives you steps to follow. So now if you haven't, make your account. If you have, so when you're gonna download Google Drive, make sure you choose private backup and sync, just to ensure that, you know, you're backing up your own account. I wouldn't use a business account for this, just because this is something you'd rather have on your personal account. Otherwise, you know, it's just a hassle getting it all set up again. So all you do is you run the installer for Google Drive, and then obviously in the taskbar click the backup and sync, this one here, and then make sure that the sync to sync my drive to this computer, sorry, is ticked. And then obviously if you want everything in your drive synced, then go for it. That's what I've set, just because it makes it easy for when I'm working on assignments. And yeah, you get this big done. And then if you want it, if you're going to use this just for HCC, then just follow these steps right here. You just gotta make a new folder, and then that is it, simple as that. And then you just follow these steps. Once you've completed these steps, you press on the next button. Of course I've already got all of this installed, so I won't be doing this again. So here you have to set up an IFTTT account. So simply what this account is, it's just linking the command to your, this account is used to link your commands to your personal assistant, whether that's She Who Should Not Be Named or Google Assistant. So of course, you know, go for it, do not be hesitant, I guess. So enable the applets you want. So of course they're gonna get you to start off with the shutdown action, and obviously you just click here or here, you know, it will take you directly to the page, which is to take you directly to this page here, explore and enable, for that. And then obviously you connect it, and then see here where it says you connect your link your Google Drive or Amazon account. There you go. And then you press next, and then obviously it will ask you to test it. Let me explore and enable. I will have to blur out or cut as I'm going through this, just in case it asks for some personal details. If it does ask, I will be sure to redo this. I mean, not redo this, sorry. So I want this to be shut down, and I want to enable it on the Google Assistant. And then ACC shut down. As you can see, this is how you set it up. Yeah, I'm sorry the fact that this tutorial isn't quite structured. I haven't really had a, what do you call it? I haven't really had a script for this. I've just been going off the top of my head, just as I've known how to use this software. So obviously this turns off your computer, and it does require ACC. Obviously the website's linked right there. Connect, and there we go, get started. So I'm going to log in with Google, so I will be back in a couple of seconds. Anyways, there you go. So here you go. So applets are used to connect 2 or more services together. That is literally what all our applets are. So turn off your, I would recommend you use it when you do this. If you're setting it up for Google Assistant, just log in with your Google account, etc, etc, etc. You log in with the account you want to, that you have linked to the assistant. So connect. So now I will say turn off my computer, shut down my computer, turn off PC, and this is what Google will say. I want to say, no, I think that'll be fine. Shut down PC, no, shut down computer, or turn off. So if I just start screen recording on the phone, alrighty, so I'm just going to start a screen recording on the phone. Alrighty, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to save on that, and that's going to link it to my Google account. Once that says changes saved, that is connected. You should see that say connected, and that is it. You don't need to do anything else. When I first started using this, I took a screenshot of the commands on my phone just so I can get used to them. Once you get used to them, it's perfectly fine. You know, it'll be in your mind, embedded there basically. Alrighty, so if we go and we go here, it says that it is simulating it. So I will say, hey Google, turn off my computer.
Turning computer off.
Okay, you're turning it off. I mean, I pray that it doesn't shut down, because I do have downloads going on. So I mean, to configure the software to match your computer in the best way possible, let's try this similar. Okay, we have technical difficulties here because it is not working. Turn off PC.
Turning off your computer.
Alright, here we go. Now it will work. So I think what's going on here is because this is why I had to redo the whole activate the shutdown protocol, because I originally had, oh no, there we go, shutdown went through. So essentially what's happening here, as you can see on my screen, it should be on like in the corner or something like that. There's 2 responses from Google. So this is because there's 2 ways to actually shut down your computer from shut down your computer with your voice. And because of that, I originally had it with the, let's say, longer way, the more complicated method, and therefore once I discovered ACC, I stopped using that. So therefore when I say turn off my computer, Google thinks I'm trying to use the first command, because that's what it was programmed with originally. I'm sorry if this is not making any sense to you. Anyways, as you can see, this is all working. Turn off PC.
Turning off your computer.
And obviously this all now depends on your internet, because obviously it relies on the Google Drive, so therefore, you know, it depends on how often it updates and stuff. So that's the second one gone through. And now turn off PC.
Turning off your computer.
And let's see, I think it was 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, something, when it happened last time. There we go, 3 out of 3. Hey, here we go, and that is it. You press continue. I'm just gonna X out of that because that is it, 100% done. Right, so now you have it all set up. Now I guess this software is yours to explore now. I mean, there's there is nothing else for me to cover regarding how to set up the software. Once it is set up, as long as you just let everything boot with Windows, you know, Bob's your uncle, it'll work always, you know, whenever you want. I would say let it run in the background automatically when Windows starts. I mean, some people may say, oh, it's going to affect performance. Yes, it will a bit, but I mean, it won't take that much performance. However, of course, if you would like to disable it, by all means disable it and turn it on whenever you want. However, for this to work, you will need both the cloud option and the ACC running in the background, just to make that clear one more time. Right, so this part of the video is for my viewers who have Amazon Alexa. I'm sorry I haven't been able to give a demonstration of how to use Alexa. Unfortunately, I don't have an Alexa available to test this with. However, I have friends who have tested this and it has worked perfectly fine perfectly fine for them. And obviously, as you guys can see from this video, it has been very late me recording this, and therefore I wasn't able to, you know, ring someone to ask them to record a quick demonstration. However, just take my word for it. All you have to do for the Alexa is, instead of choosing Google Assistant on the IFTTT, you have to choose the Amazon Alexa, and therefore you'll be able to set it up with Amazon Alexa and be able to do the exact same commands just with your Alexa. So thank you. So that has been the tutorial on how to install ACC to control your PC using your personal assistant. My name is Ibrahim, and please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe and leave a comment as well as to what you guys would like to see in the future. I have quite a lot of DIY videos coming. I have quite a few games. I have I'll be honest with you guys, I have heaps of clips from different games like Dead by Daylight, Rust. I have heaps of clips which I'm ready to compile together. If that's what you guys want to see, please leave a comment down below as to what you guys want to see in the future. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video has helped.